Do you love breakdowns? Do you need stats? Do you crave insight? Download the AllStar app. UFC, Bellator, PFL 1 Championship, and more. Ad-free, fully customizable. Download the best app in the business. Link in descriptions. UFC 284, Yair Rodriguez versus Josh Emmett for the interim title. That's a very, very interesting matchup.
Oh, they gave the interim title for that, huh?
Yes, it's official.
That's on the undercard for Perth.
Yes.
I saw that they were on. Man, that's exciting.
Event. And, you mentioned you studied for Rodriguez, and he has a unusual striking style. Josh Emmett, he's a powerful man. I think he has the most power probably in his punches in that division. What do you think about this whole stylistic clash?
I think it's you can never count out Josh Emmett because that guy has, like you said, pure punching power. He's ferocious. He's never going to back down. And then you have a fighter that's good counter kicker, can throw long punches and always is moving. He's one of the few fighters that's on the back pedal, but it's always winning when he's on the back pedal. So, that's an exciting fight. My gut says, I think Yair is going to eke out that decision, but that's an exciting fight. And that to be right underneath Alex Volkanovski fighting for the lightweight belt, that's pretty exciting.
When you look at the fight, right, what you just explained, you could see Yair winning the rounds. Because Josh Emmett, if you see some of his previous fights, he kind of sits back and sometimes waits for that kill shot. And you could lose rounds doing that, right? And if it never comes, that could lead to a decision win for Rodriguez.
I mean, look how close it was with him and Calvin Kattar. And that was just based on volume. Both of them were hitting each other, but it got really close because you have to look at volume versus power. And, he can't really just hold on for that big shot. He's got to definitely set it up with lots of shots building up.
But
that's an exciting fight for the division for sure.
Yeah, it's a very exciting fight. Rodriguez does sometimes get reckless. He does. And that could leave openings for Emmett right on the feet.
For sure. It definitely can. In that way, one of the fights I definitely wanted to see first would have been, as a fight fan, not to any of these gentlemen of who's better and who goes up in the rankings. But I'll be honest, I definitely wanted to see how Alex Volkanovski would have fought Yair, because that's a very tactically interesting fight, and we haven't seen that yet. We haven't seen it, unfortunately, but I think Yair is definitely a interesting puzzle, and you don't know how he's developing with his wrestling. You don't know how he's developed with his grappling on the ground. So that's something that you always have to pay attention to.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be very interesting to see what kind of approach Islam comes with, because we kind of seen what Alex likes to do. He has multiple game plans, and he utilizes them throughout the fight. Islam, he's been so successful for so long with one strength, right? Will he show other parts of his game? Will he have to even show it in this fight? Yeah,
it's almost like comes up before he had to fight Durinho. Yeah, you didn't really know what comes up would do when he gets pushed back. So I'm really excited. I've always been impressed with Islam ever since he fought Armand Sarukian. Yeah. Their wrestling game is so high level, and in that Charles Oliveira fight, I was also impressed with his striking. He did some amazing things. So this is a really intriguing fight.
Yeah, he's always developing, like you said, development, his striking. And it wasn't flashy. It was straight up basics, but it caught Charles.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said, why I always bet on Charles Oliveira is how much people would respect that jiu-jitsu game, right? That you saw it in every fight. Charles probably is going to get knocked down. They're not going to put pressure on the ground, and then he's going to get back up. And then he has power to also end it. I said that to everyone after you watched him fight Justin Gaethje. When have you ever seen Justin Gaethje get knocked down? So it means that Charles Oliveira has something. But the one thing that Islam said was he's not going to be afraid to go to the ground when he knocks him down. And it's like almost exactly the same way. Charles got knocked down first, but the only difference was Islam wasn't afraid and he went down right away and followed him and finished him. So you never even got to see Charles do his comeback kid moment.